This video is going to be shit posting. So this has come out a while ago, but I'm just sort of hearing about it. The Chippendale Rescue Rangers, the 2022 one. I never really watched the original show. I think I probably saw a few episodes as a kid, but I never really watched the whole thing and never really a big fan, but I knew what it was. But recently on on 4chan, they just kind of went berserk over this one specific image, um, where it's the one female mouse gadget, and then there's this like fly that's like he doesn't talk or whatever, and apparently in the 2022 thing, they had a bunch of kids together, and it's just everyone unfortunately was freaking out. It's fucking great. Um, so I decided, to kind of check it out. I pirated it. I pirate most movies nowadays, just because I'm tired of like giving money for just shit and stuff that's supposed to just like kind of make you angry. I don't want to reward that with my money. Just wanted to check it out, and I also heard that they made Peter Pan the villain, and I'll get into that a little bit towards the end. But overall, this movie, like Ready Player One, and was it Space Jam 2 or Space Jam A New Legacy? They're all the same movie. It's just a big commercial. It's like a consumer seek and find. It's just for people to sit in the audience and go, I recognize that Easter egg. I recognize that Easter egg. That media, that media, that media. Just pointing out references to yourself. You know? That's really what it is. It just kind of feels like a toy catalog almost. Like more of like a toy advertisement than like fucking G.I. Joe. Speaking of G.I. Joe, like I never really watched that show. I just saw the G.I. Joe movie when I was a kid. I guess I saw it a few times. But that it's always stayed with me, where Cobra Commander just gets fucking tortured. It's awful.
No! No! Not the spores! I'm a citizen of Cobra Law! Not the spores! No!
But young me never really got that image out of my head when they torture him in the film. Uh, but anyway, it's just like a huge commercial. Um, it's just, yeah, it's not really much of a story or anything. It's just a bunch of Easter eggs in the background. Jerks off Seth Rogen, and I hate him. I just don't think he's funny or interesting or, yeah, I just don't give a shit about Seth Rogen. Um, who is it? J.K. Simmons. He plays like this putty police detective guy, or police captain. Sorry, and then I forget her name, but she's this like a black female detective or whatever. Um, and Peter Pan is this villain. Basically, like Peter Pan is like capturing old cartoons that are like falling into debt, and he's using them to like make bootleg films or whatever. Okay, and it's kind of just bad. So it gets revealed at the end that one of the cops is corrupt and has been working with Peter Pan, and you don't know if it's going to be the police captain or if it's going to be this female cop. And they even bring up in the movie how it would be cliche if it was J.K. Simmons' character. So they assume it's not him just because it would be cliche. But then it is revealed that it is him. And it's just like, look, even if you point out how cliche it is, that doesn't make it better or more interesting writing. You know what I mean? That was just kind of stupid. Peter Pan is just kind of this washed up, angry person in the movie. And if you know anything about the voice actor for Peter Pan, it's Bobby Driscoll. And after the movie, after Peter Pan, he had some work here and there, but he just kind of became a drug addict after it. If like heroin, and then he starts doing uh, worse and worse shit. Kind of ends up homeless, and then yeah, on March 30th, 1968. I'm just taking this right off the wiki. They find two kids find his body uh, lying in a cot. No identification was found on the body, so they ended up burying him in an unmarked pauper's grave in New York City's Potter Field. And then in 1969, his mother sought the help of officials at Disney Studios to contact him. And yeah, his mom was just trying to find her son so that Bobby and Bobby's father could just see each other because Bobby's father was near death. And that's it. It's just this really horrible, sad reality for this child star. And the people that made Peter Pan the villain in this did it deliberately. There's no way that we didn't know about Peter Pan's backstory or what happened to the actual voice actor of it. That's complete horseshit. They 100% knew. And they thought it was funny. You know, it was just something that was like really fucking sick on their part. I guess I shouldn't like be really, really surprised by that, but that was just awful. I'm glad I didn't give them any money for this shit. Yeah, it's just that. It's just consumer seek and find. If you just want to see it to just like see how bad it is, yeah, check it out online. Don't give money. Don't give these people money. I've seen a little from Space Jam, and that one's it's the same thing. It's just consumer seek and find, where it's the tunes are spread out across different Warner Brothers properties. There's the Mad Max world. Here's Austin Powers. Here's Casablanca. Here's Rick and Morty. Here's Game of Thrones. Here's The Matrix. Pennywise. I think that's it. I haven't seen it. But yeah, it's the clown, right? And then like there's Clockwork Orange in the background. And it's like, it's not a kid's movie. It's a consumer's movie. So that's going to be it. I just wanted to bitch a bit about it. Just oh god, it's awful. But Fortune really fucking lost it over the gadget and zipper thing, which that's just funny. That's just hilarious. I think it is a little fucked up that they did that. It's a lot worse with the Peter Pan thing, but that's it. Yeah, just awful, just awful. I haven't really been enjoying movies that lately. There's one thing I really want to check out. It's Sharp with Sean Bean. It's like about a British soldier during the Napoleonic Wars. And that sounds awesome. But I haven't been able to really find it online. And trying to find it on DVD, it's like only for like Region 2, which is like the UK and I guess Europe. So I don't know what I'm going to do for that. It's something I really want to check out though. That's it. Thanks for listening, I guess.